Alrighty guys, we're going to be hopping into our first match of a Jun League number 3. Haven't played it in a while, and I know Omnath is kind of shaking up the format, so hopefully we don't have to run into that or we can beat it. We're going to go first. One sec. Alright, we have a pretty good hand, so we're going to keep. I want to play wrenn on 2, so we're probably going to lead off with an overgrown tomb. We can't get swamp. So yeah, we're going to lead on overgrown tomb. If this is a control type matchup, I'll feel pretty safe to just fetch shock and then wrenn in 6. Alrighty. This hand is very beatable. We're going to take this thoughtseize because we can kill Bomat Courier with the -1 with wrenn in 6. So, cast Bauble, Blood Crypt, Courier. I mean, everything we knew was going to happen, so now we don't have to worry about the fetch part. We could just play our mountain, conserve our life total. It is going to be a valuable resource this game. Wrenn in 6 will die here, but that is a sacrifice he's willing to make. If we uptick there, he could just attack wrenn in 6 and then bolt it anyway, so we might as well get Bomat off the field. Okay, play another Blood Crypt. Seal of Fire. Okay, well, they can just kill wrenn that way. Goyf would be a fantastic draw right about now. Alright. I doubt this deck is running Blood Moon. So I think we could just painlessly play our Blackcleave Cliffs. Uptick. Get rid of overgrown tomb. They discarded bolt. They're just going to put Luris into their hand. Fair enough. Oh, that's a timely thoughtseize. Let's get our peatland down. Let's thoughtseize Luris out of their hand. I imagine they discard Battle Rage. Fatal Push is a little bit more important here. Yep. End of turn, we're probably going to crack peatland. Although we are low on green, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely the most awkward. Oh, well, no, never mind. Let's get down our wrenn in 6. We're going to get back a land. We're not going to play the land. We're just going to uptick it to get Fatal Push out of their hand. And then next turn we can get Scooz down. very freely. Oh, no, they just discard blood crypt. I mean, fair enough. So maybe we won't have an optimal turn to get this fatal push out of their hand. But Scourge, it's not a problem. We can eat that with our Lily. Do not want to ultimate them right now. Lily is actually probably better just as a edict effect at this point. Alright, he concedes. Fair enough. Alrighty. So for our sideboard plan, we're going to probably want some number of graveyard effects, since they are playing the Luris. Bitter Blossom is probably good enough, as I imagine they're going to be taking out Temur Battle Rage, and it's just going to make them hopefully enough chump blockers. Plague Man is meh. I think he's probably fine if we need some extra space. Fatal Push is an auto include at this point. Collective Brutality is not great. Best case scenario, they go to 2 and we can drain them for 2, but that's not where we want to be. Ashiok, same thing. It's just to deal with Luris, but I don't think this part. I'd rather have spellbomb because at least it cantrips. All right, so cards were taken out. Cling is fine. All of our pushes are good. I think honestly, we're gonna want to get rid of most of our discard, and possibly a bolt or 2. Let's see. I think Wrenn is fine. Makes them attack it. Plus it fixes our mana. Obviously, you can't cut removal. K command could be relevant. I feel like we can cut a tracker. And I think we can just live with just one bolt as a gotcha. Klothys is just an inevitable clock. So I think this is the right configuration here. We might actually want to go down even more Inquisitions, because if this goes late game, just top decking them usually is kind of terrible, but let's see how they do here. Alright, our hand is pretty great, so we're going to keep. They definitely have an interesting decision if they do have an Inquisition or thoughtseize of their own to take the Bitter Blossom or to take our Inquisition. Obviously, we need to draw lands, but once we get those lands, we'll be pretty good. They're mulling to 5, so that's unfortunate for them, but great for us. You never really want to mulligan against Jund. Okay, third Bloodbraid is a little much. Soul Guide Lantern or Fatal Push. Honestly, neither of these are kind of scary at this point. This is a cantrip though, so we can beat a single Fatal Push. I feel bad for our opponent because, yeah, mulling to 5, that's rough. I've been there. So now we're just going to play our Bitter Blossom. Hopefully that takes us to victory, honestly. Alright, we can just get our bitter blossom down. You know, try to be nice to the opponent. Don't really need to be a dick. It's like, what do I gain by, you know, kicking him while he's down? And, you know, as we all have, we've all had terrible leagues. MTGO is not kind. It is not forgiving. Our opponent just might concede here. I mean, once you get super tilted, it's hard to come back from that. I mean, honestly, we don't we don't have much going on besides. I mean, we have a lot going on, but we're not out of the woods. I was gonna say we might just want to eat a land just so we can cast the bloodbraid, but now that we drew a land, we're just gonna eat Soul Guide. We'll play out our wrenn, or not wrenn, play out our bloodbraid. This, unfortunately, we don't have revolt, so that sucks. So no, there's no point. I should have attacked with both. I was thinking I could just double block, but they have Fatal Push. I don't think it matters. We're going to be doing a lot of damage very, very soon. I'll just block with one. I guess I could force him to Fatal Push, but there's no point, really. I do think I just want to do damage with Klothys. I'm probably going to just eat my own Inquisition. I don't really need that land at this very moment. Even then, I can't cast Bloodbraid and do that, so yeah, I'm just going to do damage this turn. Cast another Bloodbraid. Assassin's Trophy, yeah, we'll just kill Luris. He can Fatal Push one of the Bloodbraids now, but he could crack Sunbaked Canyon and Fatal Push anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Klothys isn't online though. That's the real sad part. I mean, Bolt's pretty good, because now he can Bolt Bloodbraid, kill Bloodbraid, only take 1 damage this turn. So Fatal Push is gone. Honestly, I still don't know how they come back from this. Oh, I guess that's a start, but what can he do with that? He needs to have like a bauble to start getting some stuff going. Scourge is good. Will not lie. Get another fairy. Land. I still think I just want to eat. Let's just keep the bloodbraids a-coming. Alright, glad we held this land. Hit them for 2. Swift Spear, yep. I think he has to swing in with his Luris if he wants to live. I think I could chump here fairly freely. Block Luris. I think we win no matter what, so I think I'm just gonna try to make sure we don't die to something stupid. Oh, maybe I did throw here? I don't think so still. He definitely gained life. Crocs, I mean, at this point, I'm just going to pitch Bitter Blossom to get my Goyf gigantic. And unfortunately for our opponent, we get to eat his, Oh, I don't want to misclick. Oh, he concedes. Yeah, unfortunately for him, he did have to mulligan that game too, so that's pretty rough, but we got there. See you in round 2. Alright, we are currently in round number 2. We gotta go first, so definitely gonna take that, obviously. Alright, let's hope we have better luck than our last opponent. Come on, good hand. This hand is alright. I'll keep it. I mean, honestly, I wish one of these tarmogoyfs was a thoughtseize or an inquisition, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Play a verdant, pass turn. I guess if we want to get real technical, I should have played wooded foothills, since this is always going to get overgrown tomb. This is, I could at least have the option to fetch swamp if I really want. But it shouldn't matter, especially in this matchup. This is one of the newer decks. I think this is 4-color Omnath Saheeli, which is that is a deck that exists now. Just have all the formerly banned cards in one deck, because, you know, why not? That's not bad. I think we want to get our clock down. Our life total should not matter that much in this matchup. So our plan next turn is to take that to ferry and then play another goyf. I guess we can lead off with inquisition. So if they counter this, then we can at least thoughtseize. But ideally, I do want to get both. Ooh. So Healy is also a problem. This whole hand is a problem, really. We can at least get rid of Omnath as well. Huh. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Next turn, they're more than likely going to just... Do they even want to place a Healy Raya? I doubt it. So I think we're going to stick to the original plan. But they have they have paths. So that's the problem here. Let's attack first. See if they're going to decide to use that path. That might be yes. Alright, path number 1 down. Don't mind if I do. Technically we need another mountain, but not really. We don't have anything that's double red. So at this point, I am just going to get a forest for a future scavenging ooze. And then we're going to play other tarmogoyf, and the reason for this is they can either cast the Healy or they can cast Path, but they can't do both. Alright, so we're going to attack, they're going to Path. Gonna get a swamp this time. So now we're back at an interesting decision. Because I kind of just want to lead on Lilliana plus, and then see what they discard, and then thoughtseize whatever's left, as we only know there's one card. Or we could take the safer line, crack peatland. These are all problems, really. That's the problem, is there's an argument for each card. This is not in their hand yet. Because I could thoughtseize Omnath, which is going to be the biggest problem, I think. They can't just cat combo me immediately. So I think I'm going to just lead with thoughtseize. See where this takes us. But honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to take. I think it's Omnath because they could just wait till turn 5 and play Omnath with a land and start getting a lot of value. Well, that makes it easy. He has 2 Saheeli's, so... Thanks for making my decision easy, opponent. Well, I guess at this point we want to crack our peatland now. I guess we get stomping ground. We're going to want this pulse. And we drew something we can play, so that's nice. Something that we can start outvaluing our opponent with, ideally. Thoughtseize is a very, very good draw here. Alright, we should really think about this. I think what I want to do is get peatland down, play Lilliana, uptick. Wait. We'll uptick, we'll pitch a land that we get with wrenn 6. Thoughtseize whatever's left. Okay, I like that. So let's play our peatland, uptick, grab bloodstained mire, play Lilliana, they don't have Misty, uptick, we're gonna discard our mire, they might discard Saheeli, they did, and then we're gonna thoughtseize, and now we just have to hope we don't die to the Saheeli combo next turn. I could have just maelstrom pulls Saheeli there, and obviously if they just draw the cat, we lose. But I think that's a risk we have to take. And it looks like it's going to pay out here, so that's great. We'll crack this peatland. Bolt is not the worst. Let's get back peatland. Probably just going to discard this bolt here. We're going to play tracker, play a land, get this landfall trigger. We're going to pulse Saheeli so we don't just die out of nowhere. We are at 5 though, so I mean, I did manage to put myself precariously low here with all these shock fetches, but hopefully at this point they can't come back, ideally. So yeah, land is good for us. They can't even put Gigantha in their hand because we just make them discard it. So overall, feeling good. Let's crack our land, draw a card. Abrupt decay is not the worst. Let's get back the land that lets us draw cards. Play that. Try to get Lily to ult level. I mean, if anything, it makes them lose half their lands, which could be relevant here. Let's draw a card. All these things are just getting in my way at this point. Bloodbraid. Can't cast that yet. I'm just going to hold up Abrupt Decay in case they have another 3-mana walker. And if anything, we're just going to start drawing cards. They didn't care. They're just going to concede. I think winning game 1 against these big mana decks is very, very important. So thankfully we got there. Now, alright, so Plague Man shuts down Cat combo. So we got to put that in. I think they play Field of the Dead, but I'm not sure. I am not familiar enough with the deck. I do believe this deck also plays Uro. So maybe having some number of graveyard hate is going to be important. Man, I really don't know what we're supposed to put in and take out. Besides Plague Man. Plague Man makes just the most sense to me. Because this game's going to get very grindy. We're going to want to discard. We're probably going to want to cut some number of bolts. I don't think they do enough in this match. Like I said, I think they play Uro, so having Cling is probably okay. I mean, we kind of also just need Fatal Push, right? We can't just afford to die to the cat combo. I think there's a split second where we're allowed to kill the cat. So I think Fatal Push is better, and this also kills Omnath. Doesn't kill Gigantha though. Gigantha. If they are playing Uro, I think Scooz is fine. Tarmogoyf is probably our meh card. With these, it's going to have a lot of paths, so we're probably not winning with Goyf. So I might be able to trim a couple. We probably still want some to just help us win the game, of course, but I really don't know what we're supposed to bring in. I don't know if Cleansing Wildfire is good enough. That's what I'm afraid of. I really don't know. I think I can cut the third bolt. Try a Cleansing Wildfire. But they have wrenn 6. I really don't know. You know what? I think Ashiok is good enough against their fetch lands that I want it. I don't know if this is right. Any more experienced Gen players, please let me know. How have you been able to beat this deck? If you've been able to beat this deck. Because this does seem like one of those decks that I am very, very afraid of. Alright, so we have a clunky hand. I mean, we do have Inquisition Thoughtseize, and we do have 2 draws. We're going to natural draw, and then we have our Cling to Dust. I think I'm going to risky for the bisky. I don't know if this is right. They could just have Veil of Summer, and we're just going to get blown the fuck out. Oh, that looks like what's going to happen here. Not drawing the second land naturally is never a good sign. Oh, well, it worked. That wasn't a part of the plan, to be honest. We're going to be taking the Planeswalkers here. It's just that next turn I might have to dedicate myself to clinging, so which one am I more afraid of? They're both a pain in the ass, let's be honest. I guess we take the one that can just instantly kill us, but Teferi is the worst as well, so I don't really like this view. I'm going to switch back to traditional. Alright, deck. Just give me natural land too, and we'll be okay. Don't know if my deck loves me enough. This is only red and green, or black and red, okay. So, I mean, if we can get a Goyf down, that wouldn't be too terribly bad. Oh, we got our land naturally, so with that being the case, I'm just going to Thoughtseize here. Let's get Teferi out of there. Alright. I mean, how many basics do they run? Wood, Would having what's it called? Oh, they just got Gigantha. Would having cleansing wildfire be good enough? I don't think it would be, but I could be wrong. I think we just have to get. This is tough. I want to cling right now just to have a draw, but then we're not getting our red. I think we're gonna go for cling. Let's just cling a Teferi. There's no way they bring it back, but alright, we got our third land, and we're punished for not getting a red source. Just a little bit. I think we just play scavenging ooze. You know, if they have something that interacts with the graveyard, at least we have an activation. Ooh, Teferi. That's what we were trying to avoid, because now he gets the Teferi bounce. I mean, if we draw land, we can have just a 3-2 haste, which we didn't, so that sucks. And now they just play Gigantha, and then we probably just lose, right? Unless we can draw a way to kill Gigantha. So we need, like, Lilliana would be great. Assassin's Trophy. Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, interesting line. They're just playing another Oath, so they're not going to get Gigantha down. Oh, they're going to get the cat down. Yikes. I mean, at least we get to push the cat. They're going to flicker Teferi, bounce my ooze. Oh, we can't. Oh, goddamn Teferi. I mean, at least at this point, since we didn't take the other one, we're technically not dead. If he had Saheeli right now instead of Teferi, we would just for sure be dead. And we have to kill this now or else we can't interact at all, so ideally we draw a land. But I'm going to push this kitty cat and hope to draw a land. Because we are very, very far away from winning this game. Nothing much we can do now. Depending... Oh, they got... Oh, when did they get Uro in their hand? Jesus Christ. Alright, so we're going to need green-red here so we can play our ooze and eat Uro. Oh no, I think he's just going to be able to play and cast it. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. So we can fetch push. Oh, we can't. I mean, what am I talking about? It's Teferi. So I guess we're going to go to my turn, fetch, push it, and then play out an ooze. Unfortunate. We really just want to hit our land drops. I mean, I think at this point we're way too far behind to even think about winning. But we're going to try. We need a stomping ground. And then we just need to hope that he doesn't have a way to kill this ooze before we can eat it. I mean, that is asking for a hell of a lot at this point. He's got 6 cards in hand. And then even then, eating Uro does not even save us. It just slows down. So we gotta start playing a little faster because we got 13 to their 18. Talking and playing Magic is hard. I don't know if you've ever done it, but you should give it a try. But man, I do not like our odds right now. Oh god, this looks like either an Omnath or maybe the Gigant that they've been holding for a while. Okay, there's the Omnath with the land. So yeah, they're gonna have their cake and eat it too. Gross. Maybe Utopia Sprawl is a good enough reason for us to have cleansing wildfires. But I do wonder how many basic lands this deck runs. I would imagine it's a lot. And would bringing cleansing wildfires be good enough? I mean, we're definitely dead at this point. But God, I don't know what we bring in. They didn't have Field of the Ruin this game. I think I'm gonna just play it out to see if they do have a field. Maybe Bitter Blossom would be relevant. I guess we can Inquisition now just for information, but we're dead. They get a bouncer ooze. We do 10, 11. That takes it from just outright killing us, but there's no way we win from here. What would we have drawn? Another card we could not cast. So yeah, this seems like a very annoying deck to deal with from our point of view. So, spellbomb is just a cantrip, and I really just don't like bringing it in against Uro when we already have some other answers to it. I still think Fatal Push is okay. All of our discards great. Where Ooze is probably not even that great. It's just more of a necessity at this point. I could just play Spellbomb instead of Ooze to have a better draw, but I don't think that's relevant. Goyfs are clock, so we can't trim too many down at this point. Although, in some cases, like especially against just blue-white control, traditionally you take out tarmogoyfs because you can beat control at their own game sometimes, and you don't need a beat stick. Abrupt Decay is good. Trophy's fine. Wrenn 6 is good. Lily's fine. Plague Man or Plague Engineer, we already know why. Tracker is just a good long range card. K Command could probably come out, I guess. We didn't see anything that really would do. Because they're exiling our stuff, so it's not like it's going to bring anything back. So I guess we could just have a fourth Tarmogoyf just to have some level of consistency. Pulse, these are all fine, so... If anything, I might have wanted to bring Bitter Blossom. That's the only card I think I kind of want to bring in. And the reasoning for that is usually bring this against control matchups. They do have to fairy to bounce it, so that makes it horrible. Some cases, if they bounce it. So is Bitter Blossom better than just 2 Goyfs? It might be. I could just do trim a tracker and trim Goyf. Bring in 2 Bitter Blossoms. Like, it's not slam dunk win card, but I guess it's something, right? Maybe that's right, maybe it's wrong, we'll find out. Would like to go first. Game 3, this is going to be a slogfest. This hand is acceptable. It's not great. But I don't think we're in the position to mulligan. Let's play a raging ravine, pass the turn. There might be some arguments to just abrupt decaying this, but I really don't want to waste one of my premier removals against something they really don't care about. Bitter Blossom, there it is. So we're going to cast it. Reason for that being is at least we're going to get one fairy before they can get it to fairy down. And tarmogoyf is a 0/1. And right now we can't get any value with wrenn 6. Just like our opponent can't. So now we're probably going to just destroy this wrenn 6 before they can start accumulating value with it. I don't think our life total matters too much, so we'll just play out a peatland. Not like we could probably kill anything with this Fatal Push without Revolt, but, you know, we might as well hold it up at this point, I think. Now I kind of wish we brought in the Cleansing Wildfire, but that's life. Interesting. Well, now we get a wrenn 6 ping that, so that's pretty great. I think we just dump out our hand here since we can't do anything on their turn anyway. We can crack peatland, but I don't think that's relevant. I think we just want to try to empty out our hand a little bit. Does Inquisition change our plan at all? Well, I don't think we're still going to kill wrenn 6 for sure. Or not kill wrenn 6. We're going to kill... Oops. Learn how to tap your cards, Jacob. Learn how to tap your cards. Alright. For sure, ping. I can Inquisition and hope that doesn't whiff. I guess we already have our clock online. So you know what? I think I've sold myself on the idea. Okay, wrenn 6 isn't great for them right now. So Rai can just kill us. I'm glad we're probably not going to play this Goyf out because we know they have this path. Oath is also very annoying though. I do think though at this point we're going to have to take Saheeli as this is the card that's going to inevitably kill us. No reason to play our land or untap our land. Nothing we can kill. I was hoping we were starting to get there, but they still do have a great hand. Well, I'm glad we took the Saheeli. Alright, we're still in the fight though, so I guess we can crack peatland. Play peatland, uptick, play peatland, thoughtseize, and goyf. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're taking Omnath. God damn, they're both annoying as hell. Oh, God. So the problem with Felidar Guardian is that they can Felidar Guardian the Oath of Nissa and get more value. And right now they don't have a land in hand to make Omnath good. So as strange as it is, I think I'm going to take Felidar Guardian. Play out this Goyf. We do have the Fatal Push to deal with this Omnath. But obviously... Oh, interesting. Okay, they drew Misty. That makes sense. So they can gain 4, make 1,000,000 mana. They're finally going to start getting value with their wrenn and 6, so that kind of sucks. I would like to play our bloodbraid this turn, but I do not think that's going to happen. Jeez. Opponent literally has everything, don't they? Like, we need to for sure kill this Omnath. So, unless we draw fetch land, I'm probably going to have to crack this peatland again. Alright, interesting, interesting. And that's a great card. I think we're still, at this point, going to have to crack. We'll use our Raging Ravine. We want all of our black mana. Get back, peatland. Play it out. Fatal Push. And I think both of these are going to go to Teferi. Tarmogoyf's going to get pathed here. I mean, we knew it was coming. At least we didn't get a land out of it. I think we have most of the colors we need, so I'm going to just get a forest in case we ever draw a scavenging ooze. And as much as I wish we could just save this Assassin's Trophy, we can't do anything on the end of their turn, and I really want to get this bloodbraid down. So I think we're just going to kill Teferi while the killing time's good. And then ideally with a bloodbraid and 2 fairies that can attack, we can hopefully deal with this wrenn. I mean, we're feeling pretty good. But this deck is so powerful that, you know, any single one of their great top decks can just end us. Okay, they're just putting Gigantha in their hand, which is great news for us. Okay, we draw land. I think we're going to stick to the plan. Alright, Scavenging Ooze is a great draw. I think we need to start going to face as well. I mean, if they have a path, how much damage do we need to do? Because we could do 3 damage to it next turn, ideally. So yeah, I think we're fine. Like ideally, we could do 3 damage to this next turn. I mean, we need to just start doing damage to our opponent at this point. We might just start going ravine after this bloodbraid at this point. How many creatures are in the yard? They just have Felidar, Omnath, so that's 2. Kraken Waterlog Grove. If they just play Gigantha, we might just crack to draw a card. I forget what this guy does. This second ability. So add 5 mana to play generic. No card in your starting deck has more than 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I just want to draw an answer to this. And I do care about my life total with this Bitter Blossom at this point. And path, we still have a mountain to get, so Klothys isn't the worst, but not something that kills Gigantha, unfortunately. Let's get back peatland. I think we need to cast bloodbraid no matter what we do here to try our best to get an answer for this Gigantha. Although I do believe we're going to leave up a mana in case we get exactly tireless tracker just to get a clue out of it. Ashiok's not the worst here. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so we have... I think we have to exile their grave, do we? God, this is such a complicated turn. I think we have to start with inquisitioning. I don't think we can afford to get Klothys down this turn. Huh. We don't care about wrenn that much. Veil is gross, but now that we know about it, we can play around it. Remand is probably going to be the most annoying. I think we just got to start going face. Especially now that we know about second wrenn. Just going to pass turn. We're going to eat the creatures in their yard with scavenging ooze. If they attack Ashiok with Gigantha, do we block? We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 4 damage with Raging Ravine. Alright, see now we can just die to the cat combo, which is horrifying. We might just die to this scry, and then we're basically taking 2 every turn. Do I draw a card with peatland, or do we start gaining life, is the question. Well, Klothys is online as well. They're just going face. I think we're going to just crack to draw a card. We have to kill Saheeli this turn, I think. Lily is almost good. Let's get down Klothys this turn. All these cards at Saheeli. Because we need to kill it. If he just draws, you know, cat combo, we lose. And I think we're actually doing fairly alright here. And with this Klothys down, we should be able, hopefully be able to just net gain a life every turn. We know they just have Wrenn and Veil. Play out a land. Play Lilliana. Start upticking. There's no reason to downtick. He could just cantrip with Veil if he wants. I think next turn we can just attack for lethal at this point. Right, so he's going to be forced to... Well, you obviously, there's a lot of considerations here. At this point, I'm just going to ping opponent. Not going to do anything with ashiok here. Then we're going to... I guess we just have to hope they don't have... that's a problem. Alright, they just have one fresh card off the top. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage without activating Ravine. So we gotta hope they brick. Like, we need them not to draw a creature here. We just need them to draw lands at this point, right? Like, I think a lot of their things are horrible for us. You know, Omnath is bad for us. Any of their planeswalkers are bad for us. Even Felidar Guardian is bad for us. Celestial Purge is horrible for us. I was going to say, we're going to probably start that turn off by edicting, but that's not happening. Land is not where we need to be. Let's eat their creatures, gain a little bit of life. Oh, we can't even gain that much life, huh? Because we need to activate with Raging Ravine. God damn. They're going to block or scavenging ooze. They take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 2 unknowns in their hand. Activate Raging Ravine. I think we just have to go all in. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, we just got there. Damn. I don't know if that. I don't even know if I would have alpha striked at that point, right? Obviously, he had nothing in his hand. He blocks scavenging ooze more than likely. He takes 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 4. Yeah. Plus the ping, so he just had to have another purge or something along those lines to have a chance to win there. But I was going to say we might not want to alpha strike because he could ping down our fairy rogue or one blocker and then just attack us with Gigantha. But luckily that's not the case, so we barely narrowed that out. So I guess I liked Bitter Blossom in this game, so see you guys in round 3. We are in round number 3. We are currently 2-0. I would like to keep our winning streak alive. This is an okay hand. We're missing removal or disruption, so it's not the best. Depending on the matchup, obviously this could be great. So I think we're going to keep it and hope that this is a matchup where these cards are going to have text. But let's just play Verdant. This might be a Blood Moon deck, so they're, try to get as much information before you crack your land. No, this is going to be Belcher. With no disruption in our hand, our keep is looking a little nonsensical, not going to lie. I do think we have a decent sideboard plan against this deck. But right now, we're not doing much. I think we're just going to get a clock down. I do believe this deck can hypothetically kill on turn 1. For sure on turn 2, so every single turn we survive is going to be a blessing and a curse. Cleansing Wildfire, though, is a great card in this match. I mean, that isn't a bad one. I think we're just going to get our tracker down, as he is our bigger clock. Scavenging ooze is going to be completely irrelevant here. Next turn, we're just going to cast Bloodbraid and hope we live. But Chalice on 1 is going to stop us from our thoughtseizes, so that's going to be horrifying. Alright, we might just be dead. Did they get us the good old turn 3? Yeah, they did. Nothing we could have done. And they bring in Leyline against us too, so... let's see. It looks like the regular old list. This deck does... Okay, this has Blood Moon though, so we gotta play around that. Oy vey. Yeah, so... Not liking where we're at, but I think winning game 1 here is pretty important. So let's bring in our Cleansing Wildfires. Our Graveyard package is going to do nothing. Bupkis. So is Plague Man. I guess Brutality is not the worst. Fatal Push is useless. They do have Leyline in the side, so I don't know if Collective Brutality is going to be good enough. Cling is a redraw at least, right? We want all of our hand disruption. Ooze, you're going to do nothing. You're a bear. Abrupt Decay can do stuff, so we're going to keep it. It can kill Chalice and one of their enchantments that add 7 mana, so I doubt it'll ever come up, but it could be. Assassin's Trophy is good. Wrenn 6 is okay. It doesn't really... We need to be fast and aggressive in this match, really. Lily's probably fine. Tracker's okay. K-Command does technically kill with Charbelcher, but I don't think that's going to be... Oh, God. I mean, I guess we just bring in Collective Brutality, right? None of these cards are really have text. Bitter Blossom's not going to be a fast enough clock to just race them. It's like, I wish we had a surgical extraction type effect, because then generally we just win. But we're not playing surgical extraction. So we got to just hope we can deal with them. This hand, although it's just like our first hand, it's just, you know, a bunch of good spells, but it's not going to interact with our opponent anyway, so we do have to mulligan. We're going to have to keep, but I don't think we're going to win. I don't want to go down to 5. Like, Lilliana is technically a card we do want in against them. And we do have our basics if they try to go the Blood Moon route. We're going to get Forest with Wooded Foothills, play Blackcleaves, uptick, wrenn? I don't know. All I know is that I do not like our chances this match. Like, Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes are what save us against this, so not having those is a problem. Just gonna get Forest. Just to save some time here. Oh, there's an Inquisition. Awkwardly enough, do we still want to cast it? We might just have to. Or do we get our clock down? I think we might have to just get our clock down next turn, Wrenn and 6, and Inquisition next turn. I think that's the plan. Obviously, we can just die here. That would be very unfortunate for us, but we have to do something, right? We can't just afford to sit here and do nothing. Twiddle our thumbs. But what is funny is Inquisition hits their lands. So hopefully Inquisition's able to take something here. Let's get our land back. I guess I should have attacked first, right? I really don't care about Blood Moon, and Recross the Path is the way we lose. That's the way they stack their deck. So we'll take Recross. Should have attacked first. If we lose by a point of damage, it's my fault. And we're not afraid of Blood Moon. It will suck that we're not going to be able to get this Lilliana down. Oh my god, they just draw Recross the Path. That's just annoying. So yeah, now I think we just lose. They stack their deck exactly how they want it, and they just win. Like, even if we draw like a thoughtseize, I guess right now we just need to draw like a cleansing wildfire to slow them down, but even then, if our opponent's smart, I doubt that's going to matter. Man, must feel nice to just draw the card that you get. Ugh, that's rough. I do think this is a good matchup for Jund. It's just that game 1, unfortunately, we didn't have interaction, and then game 2, we just got unlucky. There's nothing we could have done here. Wait, top or bottom of my deck? I mean, I guess on top, right? Oh yeah, because it forces them to shuffle. So, hypothetically speaking here, right, this is not a May ability? Oh, May search. Damn. But we do get to destroy a land here. Shouldn't matter what we get at this point. And at this point, I think we're just trying to win this unwinnable race. They might have just put like the discard our hand. Yeah, reforge the soul. I guess that means clinging now is useless. I don't think they have ways to get stuff from their yard to their hand. They're gonna miracle. Yeah, give us each a brand new 7. Alright, goyf is pretty big, but if we just lose here, we just lose, you know? But if we can survive this turn, then maybe... Oh, yeah, no. Nope. If they have the Charbelcher, they have the... Yeah, I mean, they stack their deck, so of course they have the Charbelcher. Yep, he has it. Which is kind of sad, because we actually would have maybe been able to win. We would have had... We could bolt here, plus play bloodbraid, and ping. We would have actually been able to win if we could, obviously. But he stacked his deck, and he did not shuffle. So that was our maybe if he tried to shuffle, that'd be our way to win. But all right, 2-1, 5-0 Dream Dead. All right, we are in round 4, currently 2-1, and this is the first time we're on the draw in the first match, which feels bad. His hand is clunky, as Jund hands can tend to be. Like, we're not doing much till turn 3. We got a cantrip, I guess. We'll keep it. These are cards that, you know, are all functional and good in a variety of matchups. So, Marsh Flats. This could be a million things. Let's find out. Oh, looks like we might be playing against red-black Luris again, right? Is that what you showed me? Yep. Alright. I guess this cling does have text now. So that does... yeah, we're just gonna start killing things. Bolt was a fantastic draw. Swift Spear is annoying, but glad we killed this. He's going to do the scry trick with the bobble. He liked the card on top, so that doesn't make me feel good, but guess we're just going to play this tapped, pass the turn. We might just cling at the end step. The decision here is to either just cling to gain life or cling to draw a card. No, that's a thing. I guess we let them make the decision. I doubt they take cling. They're probably going to take K command. I think if I were them, I would take K command. As if they take bloodbraid, I'm just going to do 2 damage to Swift Spear and... Yep. and then get back bloodbraid. So yeah, I think that's the right decision on our opponent's part. I do think we need to cling to draw a card as much as I want the life, so I'm going to cling this Mishra's Bauble. Because we need to draw some interaction here. As much as I love bloodbraid, a little clunky here. That's rough. Feels bad. But I mean, hypothetically we're not dead and we're going to be able to cast some bloodbraids, and if we get some good hits here, we have a chance. Not a good chance, but we have a chance. We basically need a bloodbraid into a push to kill Scourge. A little too late. So we need removal spell for Scourge. That is not a removal spell. We're just going to keep it as a blocker. We're still not dead. We can chump, block, Scourge. Probably just take this Monastery Swiftspear. Okay, we needed that to live. Well, not to live, but we needed that. We really wanted that to live, is what I'm trying to say here. We can kill Swiftspear and die, or we can just chump and live. So I guess we're doing that. Alright, removal spell. That's not removal spell. Alright, but we're still not dead. We can hit removal spell off this and then take Luris out of their hand with this Inquisition. Oh my god. So you're saying there's a chance. Not a good chance because we're at 4, but you're saying there's a chance. Oh god, they have Fatal Push, but at least they can't technically cast it until they draw a fetch land or a canopy land. So we're going to just pass the turn to you, opponent, and hope you draw a tapped land. Fuck. Damn it, opponent, you saw the line. Fatal Push our bloodbraid, and then we go to 2, and then we have to hope we can draw something here. And then hope to fade burn for the rest of this game. Or until hypothetically Klothys could gain us life. But I think Klothys is a little too slow here. We can gain 3 life with Cling in our yard, but I don't think that's where we're trying to be. So we're just going to play this Tarmogoyf, pass the turn. So you're saying there's a chance. We can, the less greedy line here is to Cling. But I think we're trying to win as well, so we're gonna try to ride this Klothys to victory. That's a 4-turn clock with Klothys. Don't draw a bolt. Just draw land, opponent. You love lands. Yes. Alright. Alright, there is a chance now. It's gain 2 life. They don't have Luris in their deck, so it doesn't really matter what we hit at this point. I guess they could have K commands. So I guess Shadow. We can just try to get their cards out of their hand, or we can go to edict them. I think edict is safer. Alright, if they don't kill us this turn, I think we can win. Thoughtseizing. Alright, well, we have a land. I think we're forced to block here. He clearly has something to deal with our goyf, but whatever it can deal with goyf is also going to do enough damage to kill us, so we have to block. Oh, does that kill us? I don't know. I don't think so yet. Alright, cool. Alright, we got there, boys. We got there. Play out of land. No, he can just get... He was just making us be honest and making us block there. Man, that was a great game. Alright. Bitter Blossoms, yes please. I mean, this is a great matchup for us, as we learned from round 1. And I think we're just going to try to replicate that again. I don't remember if we brought in Plague Man, actually. I don't think he's good enough, as weird as that is. Cling is fine, Push is great. We took out the thoughtseizes, and I think we trimmed the bolts. Because Bitter Blossom is great, Scavenging is fine, goyf's great, Oliver removal. I think wrenn 6 was one of the cards we might have thought about. Lily's great, Tracker is fine. A little slow, but it's probably fine. I think K-Command might have been a card we took out, as it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. But there's not really much else I want in, besides maybe the Plague Man. Like, Plague Man is just a maybe, honestly. I think we brought in spellbombs. Probably cut a Cake Command. And we could probably cut a Tracker. And yeah, I like that. This might be different from the first game, to be honest. Maybe I should have gone back to look at the recording and see what I did. But I think this is similar enough, if not exactly the same. I'm assuming I used the same facts and logics from the first game to mulligan again, so there might be a card or two off that I didn't like, but this hand isn't great. It's you know, we don't have like turn 1 kill spell, turn 2, but we can cast their spells. Lily is very important in the matchup. Pulse is probably good, so I think we'll keep it. Could be better though, I'm gonna be honest. So if they Inquisition us, I don't know exactly what they're gonna take. I'm assuming they have removal spells, so tarmogoyf is probably off. Bloodbraid's probably far enough away they don't care about it. I would assume Lilliana. Yeah. We just play out our Raging Ravine. If they play out a, you know, a hasty threat, I think our goyf is going to be bigger than it. Does that change my mind at all? I don't think so. we could just bolt this Swift Spear now. I kind of like that. Because we can, you know, having our goyf stick around is great, but they only have 3 cards in their hand. And if they only can deploy 1 threat, this second backup Lily that we just drew is gonna ideally be enough to blow them out. I don't know how afraid I should be of Blood Moon. I don't think they play Blood Moon, but they might. Like I said, I haven't played Magic in a few weeks, so I've been just watching streams and other people videos as school has been kicking my ass a little bit. Oh, damn, you bastard. You bastard. But, you know, I'm still trying to keep up with the metas and all the fun decks. Well, I guess now we're just going to get Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, so we'll just play this tapped. Play out our big boy. Pass the turn, and then we have a bloodbraid to hopefully save us. Like I said, I think this is a great matchup for us. As the deck that plays mostly removal spells, you know, decks that play mostly creatures are good for us. Like, we knew that Fatal Push was going to happen, so not too bummed about it. And another goyf. But now we're going to get down our bloodbraid here. Let's fetch a basic, in case they are playing Blood Moon. Something good. Oh, not something good. What was it? Must have been a removal spell. Or maybe did I just not cascade? I don't know what happened there. Because I don't know what I cascaded into. I'm assuming I maybe just hit a Fatal Push, but usually it says, right? Alright, they're just putting Laris in their hand, which is annoying. But we have one of our gotcha cards, so hopefully that's enough to win us the game here. Still want to know what the hell happened with that bloodbraid. Honestly, I kind of just want to draw untapped land, swinging with this Raging Ravine. Ingrath's Rampage. It's pretty rough for us, not gonna lie. Always yield. Well, we drew that land that I kind of wanted. And at this point, I'm just gonna activate it because we do know that they have. Oops. We do know that they have that Laris in their hand, so I'd rather use my good removal spell on Laris. Because as of right now, he doesn't really have anything to get back. If he draws 4th land, he can get back another Swift Spear or a spellbomb. Okay, so now he can bring something back. There's Laris. If I were him, I'd probably get back Spellbomb. I'm not streaming, so you know I'm not calling his shots for him. But Spellbomb gives him a longer turn, or like a I think just more options. Whereas Swift Spear, obviously, it's going to be pretty good here to start beating us down. But I think spellbomb's probably better here. Oh, that was a interesting play from him. I guess he's just being scared. Well, that's annoying, but what to do here? Usually my my go-to answer is just bloodbraid. I think it is going to be bloodbraid. We're definitely not raging ravining, and we can kill something here. Do we need to gain life? No, I think I'd rather get one of his spellbomb. Make him sad that he didn't choose that. Play out of land. I think we can afford to attack with one. I think I took all the bolts out though. Now I'm sad that I did that. Oh no, we have some bolts. So we do have just... We could just win. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, now I'm scared. Obviously we have to chump Black Shadow here. We got greedy with our bloodbraid. But I don't know. This is going to be an interesting turn, I think. Okay, so now we're going to be forced to block with our fairy. Okay, now we're kind of on the ropes, not going to lie. We go to 6. Interesting draw. I think we have to crack this, hope we find something better to do this turn. Land is not it. I do think now is the time to kill Luris, though. And the rest have to stay back to block. We do have the cheeky cling, so we're not super dead yet. But we're getting there, unfortunately. I do think we just have to double chump here. Damn, now I wish I had Anger of the Gods on the side. Just draw another land. Like, I can cling to draw a card. But what do we even draw? We have to draw a removal spell, right? We kill Death Shadow, and we're probably going to take 3 regardless. But we can gain 6, block here, and hope? Or can we... No, we can't activate and cling. So, not going to give up. Never give up. Never surrender. If they just kill our fairy, then we're for sure dead. But, you know, I believe. Block here. Cling Luras. I guess we just need to get like another bloodbraid or something. I guess we'll try to keep our goyfs big in case. I don't think we're winning that way, I guess. We're just trying not to die. Ooze, you're just a wee too late, laddie. I mean, we're gonna give it the, we're gonna play him. Play out a land. Show him we're empty. And how many creatures are even in the bin that I can gain life off of? 0 on their end. I have 1 creature. I should have thought about scoos. Although, let's be honest, unless 3 of their cards in their hand are land, we're probably doomed anyway. But our opponent's taking a long time, so I don't know what he could be thinking. I think our best line here is if they have nothing, is to activate Raging Ravine, block, eat our own bloodbraid to gain a life, and if they have nothing, we can kill 2 of his creatures. So that's not nothing. Nothing to sneeze about. But it's just hard for me to imagine he has 3 useless cards in his hand. But who am I to judge? Maybe... I don't know. Honestly, I'm shocked that he's just going with... I think we have to gain life here. We can fetch out our forest. He didn't kill me then, so I guess he shouldn't have it. So I guess I'll fetch out my forest, fetch the forest. Start eating things, I guess. Go to 1. Lightning bolt. Does that change anything? If we activate Raging Ravine, attack with both, they do have to at least block 1, but they probably have to block both. So let's put them to the test. Like, I think we have to just attack to try to win, right? Oh my god. Is this gonna work? Nothing in the grave. I guess I messed that up, huh? Oops. I don't think it matters though, unless they can gain some life, which they might be able to. They might have a cling of their own. Oh my god. Oh my god. I definitely feel like our opponent misplayed there a little bit, just a little bit. But to our advantage. Oh, there's our spellbomb we were looking for, but and a bloodbraid. But man, that was a great game. All right, see you for the 5th and final round. We at least cashed the league. I would like to go 4-1 though. All right, we've made it to the 5th and final round of our league. We're currently 3-1, so we already cashed. Now we just need to get that 4-1. Man, we've just gotten some mediocre starting hands. I just feel like it's going to be Tron, and this is going to do absolutely nothing. So we're going to mull. All right, this is fine. We'll keep this. Since we have wrenn 6, we're going to bottom probably peatland. We do have a functional 6 against a variety of decks too, so it is Tron. I fucking called it. How am I so wise? I mean, we're still gonna lose, but at least that first hand would have done nothing. At least, ideally, we're at least playing cards that we can cast, right? We need to. Lily is the one way we can win this game. So we just need to get down Lily next turn. So as much as I want to get a Goyf down, I think Lilliana's better. Oh, this is bad Tron, but we can still lose to bad Tron. With that being the case, does that change our mind? I don't think it does. So wrenn 6 is going to really go the distance for us here. Reality Smasher will really ruin my day, though. That's kind of the card we're most afraid of. I guess Chalice is annoying, too. Kind of glad our opponent ditched that. Alright, so we're looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Alright, let's bring back our land. Peatland's actually a good draw because we definitely want to play a land this turn. It's uptick. I think it's going to be peatland just in case they have Thought-Knots here. I do want to cast this Fatal Push with Revolt. Opponent's got a decision here. I mean, they do have Tron next turn. They're going to fetch with Power Plant and this Talisman to get the last Tron piece, so we're not out of the woods, unfortunately. But, you know, I think we do have a better chance than if this was regular Tron. Okay, this is the control version of Tron, actually. I thought this was Eldrazi Tron, but I guess maybe the Talisman should have told me that this was blue control Tron. Alright, there's a remand, and there's 2 Thought-Knots here, so I was right to get this fetch land. Yep, probably gonna get tower. Yep, that makes sense. I mean, we can deal with the first two threats, thankfully. He can cast both, but I can kill the first one, and then I can edict the second one. Gonna want a red black, so blackcleave or blood crypt. I would like to pay the life. Obviously, it sucks that he gets my klothys here, but what's you gonna do? Well, I guess I might draw something better that he might want, but yeah, tracker's pretty good, especially with our wrenn 6. So, well, he can just take both, and he does. He's got one unknown in his hand. Let's make you sacrifice so I can draw a card off Thought-Knot. Raging Ravine's not bad either. Guess we want to get our clock down, huh? Let's get that down. Let's get peatland up. Attack for 5. We can ultimate wrenn 6, but I honestly kind of like... Okay, yeah, he conceded anyway, but I think I would have just kept plussing with his peatland. But I would probably activate Raging Ravine next turn if he did nothing, and just go to town. Might actually just start pinging, actually. But, alright, we had a great hand. I'm glad we shipped that useless hand. Alright, so now Cleansing Wildfire, Alpine Moon for sure. Fatal Push is not great. This is a control deck, so Bitter Blossom should help here. Plague Engineer is not the worst, but I don't think it does much. I don't think it does enough, really. What do we take up? Alright, Scavenging is, I don't think they interact with their graveyard that much. Oh, Ashiok's also probably fine, as it stops their searches. Bolt doesn't do enough, I don't think. We want to discard. It's like my monkey brain wants Fatal Push. Because it kills Thought-Knot. But that's about it. Like if they have any of the bigger Eldrazi's, Fatal Push does nothing. So I think we have to take that out. Monkey Brain wants it, but Monkey Brain is denied. Abrupt Decay can get rid of some stuff, so I think I'm going to keep that. K Command is good. Klothys is good. Huh. I guess we might just want to take out this. We're going to need to trim something here. And it might just be Bloodbraid. But the games go long, so maybe... Lily's not good in multiples, but she's really good in this matchup, so if he manages to kill one, I kind of want to draw a second one. I think I'm kind of fine with getting rid of one tarmogoyf here. Let's see how this works. I think this is the first game we brought Alpine Moon in. Could be wrong. It's a card that I'm trying. Normally it would be Damping Sphere. I think we're going to keep. We need a third land for this hand to be functional. But it's not the worst. Oh, there's our land. So let's get red-black. Blood Crypt, my friend. Inquisition, our opponent here. Take the one card we are allowed to take. Karn is going to be a problem. I'm just going to state that now. Island. Spreading seas. Annoying, but thankfully not the end of the world. What the hell did he play? He played power. He played one of these, damn it. He went too fast. I want our fetch lands for tireless tracker here. Can't cast Lilliana. I think Lilliana would be the one we would actually cast if he didn't spreading seas us, but you know, getting tracker down is not the worst. Alright, now that's a problem, because now he can get... What does he get with Karn, I guess? That's the question. He has 3, 4, 5 mana, so he can't get a Worm Coil, thankfully. Because Worm Coil, even with bad Tron, is still one hell of a pain in the ass for us to deal with. So... he can't get Ensnaring Bridge because our... Oh, well, I guess... No, he has 4 cards in hand. He would use 2 cards for that. So I guess maybe Ensnaring Bridge would be good for him here. Or maybe he just has some meme that he can get. I really don't know what he's going to get, actually. Walking Ballista. That's not the one I thought he was going to get. I guess he's going to just kill Tracker here? Or is he going to let us get value off of it? Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that line from our opponent, unless that's his best card to get, but I seriously doubt it. If you're going to play Karns, you should be playing better cards in your sideboard. Well, not that this is a bad card. This is a great card, normally. But he has 1 mana up. His best bet is just to kill Tracker now, but he still loses his first Karn. But I guess you have backup Karn. I don't know. I don't know how I like that. I think we're going to just bloodbraid and hope we can hit one of our land destruction spells. Or Alpine Moon. Alpine Moon would be fine as well. Maybe our opponent's regretting getting Walking Ballista. Awkwardly, that I didn't realize, with our fetch lands, we need red, so we're gonna need to get a stomping ground, which doesn't cast Lilliana. So Maelstrom Pulse is also good. Honestly, if he tried to kill this, I might just crack. The fact that he didn't use his Walking Ballista is just so perplexing to me. I guess what he's thinking of doing... No. Because I could just... God, I don't know what to do. Oh, I guess Tracker's not that good with Karn. I think we're going to stick to the original plan. We're going to get our bloodbraid. This guarantees that we kill Karn. Because, you know, he can block Goyf and and then shoot this down, but his bloodbraid's going to finish it off. I think that's what he was trying to do. as much as I would like to let Karn live, I do think it's important to get him off the table here, so he can't just minus Karn and then get his new Karn and then minus that one as well. Still don't know why he got that Walking Bliss though. Alright, other Karn. Maybe now he gets Ensnaring Bridge? No, Worm Coil. See, that one makes sense to me. Cleansing Wildfire is a good pickup. I kind of want to just Lilliana Edict. And if they sacrifice Worm, we can Maelstrom pull. Oh, we can't do both this turn, I guess. But I still like it. I still like that line. And then we can blow up Power Plant. I just really want to use this Maelstrom Pulse to kill the worms, to be honest. I don't know if this is right, though. This could be definitely wrong. Because like I said, I really don't want this Karn to be getting things. Alright, alright. I think we have to send these at Karn. I also don't want to die to this Ballista, so I think we leave Tireless Tracker back. You'd only kill one of our Goyfs. And it's possible that he's just going to try to burn us out with this Walking Ballista. Alright, I think he was going to go for the burn plan, but now destroying Power Plant, hopefully that's good enough to slow him down. And then now, ideally we get to live the dream of killing the worms. Okay, Relic does change things. Relic makes me sad, makes our Goyfs very small. He could actually pump Ballista and then shoot down both my Goyfs. That would kind of suck. Ideally, we could just win this game. right now, because if we lose, then, you know, going to game 3 is going to be kind of rough. But I think he's going to do the line that I talked about. I think he's going to shoot down our goyfs while the shooting's good. I mean, I think he has this land in his hand, right? I could be wrong. Maybe I mistracked that. He kind of has to do it now if he wants, because I think I'm going to uptick Lily. Oh, you're going to kill Tracker now? You know, blue Tron players always just confuse the hell out of me, not going to lie. It's like they don't want to win. I don't understand. So 6, 7, so we're not dead? Still want to kill the worms. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. He can pump this 2 times. As much as I hate it, I think we do need to kill Ballista now. Because then we just die. Oh, I should have upticked, but I don't really want to discard anyway. Don't think we can attack here. They have 1 removal spell, we die. So I think we have to hold back. Hold back for now, and that's our 1 Maelstrom Pulse and our best removal spell. For this very specific case. So, you know, Fatal Pushes are out. We are in a pickle now. Gonna crack this peatland at the end of the turn, I think. But I do think we're in the losing position now, unfortunately. I thought we were just gonna win no matter what we did, but I guess not. Nah, nothing we can do about that. Can still use it to crack our peatland. Ooh. Yeah, this game is slowly slipping away here. Maybe I just take a point of damage just to crack one of these clues. So I don't think a point's going to matter. Alright, that's not the worst draw. Play land. I really don't think we can afford to let this thing live this turn. And our land is all very, very painful at this point. So let's kill this now before it becomes too much of a problem. We're going to have to still hold it back a little bit. There's no 1-drop I can draw that I think makes a difference here. Like Inquisition's, thoughtseize are still in our deck. So we're just going to use our islands to draw another card at the end of the turn. Ooh, Teleria West. That might do it. I think it does. He can transmute it for Ballista, and then we just die. Damn, I really thought we had this. He got us fair and squaresies. Bad Tron winning makes me feel bad. I don't think there's anything we could have drawn there. No, definitely second ashiok wasn't going to do it. So we're going to lose that. Probably. I made a mistake there somewhere along the line. Does that change what we want? In a weird way, I kind of want Lightning Bolt, as it can just do 3 damage to a Planeswalker, and they all have kind of like 3 toughness. And some blue Tron play like snaps and stuff. This deck did not seem to, so I don't think we're gonna need much of our graveyard hate. You know, if Klothys goes long, I think he's fine eating their graveyard, but if he ever becomes online, he can block for days, so I think that's fine. Alright, we're gonna need a good hand to hopefully win this game. I would like to play first. It's not the best, but I'm definitely going to keep it. Oh my god, I almost skipped past my turn. I almost gave myself a heart attack. Oh, I was going to fetch there, but now we don't need to. Let's just destroy the land. Draw a card. Temple's annoying, because if he does have Thought Knot, it's going to be a problem. Would I rather have Ashiok at this point? He might just remand whatever we play. And since this game's going to go long, I think I'm going to want to try to get Ashiok down. Condescend for 1 feels rough. So we really need them not to have a Thought Knot here. Talisman's also annoying. I like getting a Raging Ravine down, as that it can at least attack next turn. But if we play on tap land, we could have just replayed Goyf, so that kind of sucks. You can have an island. Well, we're definitely going to pulse that Karn. Let's get another overgrown tomb. this lightning bolt is kind of looking bad now. That kind of sucks. Not the end of the world, but sucks. Although, oh god, I haven't played my deck in so long. I think that's the only Raging Ravine in my deck. I could have two, but I don't remember. So that kind of sucks that they killed their only one. I guess a cheeky line we could end up doing, I don't think we will, but we could blow up our own Raging Ravine with the Cleansing Wildfire if we ever draw wrenn 6. I think that would be the only time we'd ever want to Cleansing Wildfire ourselves, if it's not a Blood Moon matchup, that is. Ballista. Alright, that's boltable. So at least our bolt doesn't look incredibly stupid. Oh my god, I did not mean to click that land. God damn it. We should have peatland in play. That was my fault. It's not the end of the world, as we can, at least we're cracking it thin at this point, but I would have much rather drawn a card. As you know, as most Magic players know, drawing cards is good. Three mana, what you gonna do with that? Transmute, that's... What does he get? Another Walking Ballista. Man, this man loves his Walking Ballistas. Just fetch to thin, get another red source, so he can't just try to spreading seize us out of one color. Stomping ground's fine. Alright, let's not mess up and draw the wrong card again, or play the wrong land. Let's use our island to crack it. Second goyf's not bad. He did show us that he has Cyclonic Rift, so that would feel real bad right now if he had that. I mean, we do have the clock. We got 2 6/7s, but unfortunately, we're still within losing range. If he just has Ugin. Oh, Sundering Titan, that's also... It's a problem. Our goyfs are 7/10s. I guess we can Inquisition. Or 7/8. How does this card work again? Put an artifact card from your graveyard on top of your library. Alright, so Monkey Brain wants to just attack. But do we die? How much mana does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can put 2 counters on Walking Ballista. Okay, wait. So if I attack with both, he's more than likely going to... He could block... He has to block at least one. He could just block with Sundering Titan. Go to 1. And then he can swing for 7 plus 4. Or so he can put 2 counters on it, make it a 4. And so 7 plus 4 is 11, plus minusing 4 would make it lethal, unfortunately. So we can't even attack right now. Or else we just die. I think we could play a land, but it's going to be pretty hard for us to come back here, unfortunately. I mean, Maelstrom Pulse would be probably our best draw. Like, I don't honestly, if we drew Maelstrom Pulse, I don't even know if we kill. Oh, we don't have any green sources left. Oh no. So I guess Maelstrom Pulse is not what we want. Oh god. Yeah, I think we're just GG's. Did we get a forest? I mean, we didn't. So now I think we're dead regardless of what we do. Because we can block both walking ballistas, and then we take 12. Well, I guess no. So because he can pump them. So that sucks. We lost the Biotron, but we still cashed the league, so you know, not too upset about it. Yeah, that's gross. But man, getting that walking ballista from their graveyard really made our glyphs look silly. So we can put 2 counters on one of these walking ballistas. Like we're just dead, but if he makes a mistake, you know, maybe we can squeeze it out. I mean, you should attack with everything. If we want to live, we have to block Sundering Titan. Like I said, Maelstrom Pulse, I guess, hypothetically is our way to win, our only out, but even then, I don't think we would need a combination of cards. We can't just bank on one card here, because this Academy Ruin is going to really do us in here. So yeah, there's nothing we can do. Like, this lets us live a turn. We can't even crack our fetch land, because he just shoots us for 6. And we're going to draw Bloodbraid. A little too late, my friend. I mean, like I said, maybe he's F6. We can Bloodbraid hypothetically into a bolt and then just kill him if he's just F6. That's the only way. Because he can just shoot the ballista. He can shoot the ballistas at us. He can kill ballista. It doesn't really matter what he does. If he's not F6 or if he's dumb, okay, that doesn't do it anyway. Alright, he got us. Alright, so this is just going to be a wrap-up of what I thought of the league. I thought the league went very well. I haven't made any changes, so that's great that I didn't have to change my deck at all to still compete with the current meta, even though it's changed a whole hell of a lot since last time I've actually played. So we lost to Charbelcher and we lost to Bluetron. And I do think we actually have a favorable matchup against Charbelcher, as we have our Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes. Although, unfortunately, we never saw them in either game. In game 1, we kept a sketchy hand. Well, not a sketchy hand, but just one that wasn't suited for Charbelcher. We lost to Bluetron as well. Bluetron, I think I threw away that second game. I'm going to have to watch that again to see what could I have done to have played a little bit better. But other than that, red-black seems like a very favorable matchup. We won both of them pretty easily. And then Saheeli Omnath Cat combo, whatever that deck ends up being called, because that's a one hell of a mouthful. I think we got lucky there. I don't know if we deserve to win that game. Like, that's a very, very... I mean, you know, in earlier iterations of that deck, I could beat Cat combo fairly easily, just as easy as, you know, Splinter Twin. Splinter Twin was obviously better than Cat combo, but Cat combo is still pretty good. And, you know, beating Cat combo with this deck would probably be fine, but now that they added Omnath and Uro, that's just going to be so difficult for us to beat, I feel like. I think we just got very lucky. And I'm glad we cashed the league. I'm probably going to play the same exact list again. But I really don't know what else I'd want with this current meta. I think our sideboard is very diverse. I think our main deck is diverse enough to win some games. I guess the only card I'm not super duper in love with would be Klothys, and even there in these games he did work. I just don't think he shined as well as he has in the past for me. So maybe I should be playing a 1 Croxa or something instead of him, or maybe a 3rd Scavenging Ooze. I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, some different interesting choices. But I think overall the deck is good. Now I know for sure we only have 1 Raging Ravine, and I think that's more than enough, honestly. But yeah, that was a great league. I'm pretty happy with this deck. Please leave any notes that you would like, maybe some quick changes. Still trying to work on getting those Seasoned Pyromancers instead of Tracker, but Tracker's been pretty good, so I am happy with this deck.